Hi students, good morning. Last class we discussed about definition of volcano, causes of volcanic eruptions and types of volcanoes. Let's continue with effects of volcanoes. Before starting the class, all of you please take textbook and mark important points. Students, last class we learned that the volcanic eruptions are sudden movements. These sudden movements bring about instant changes on the surface of the earth, right? So, volcanic eruptions have both constructive and destructive effects. Now, let us learn about constructive effects. Volcanic eruptions are a sudden force, also termed as constructive forces, which have a number of constructive effects on the surface of the earth. The main constructive effects of volcanoes are: first one, landforms. Numerous types of landforms are created due to cooling and solidification of magma below the Earth's surface and lava on the Earth's surface. The landform created on the Earth's surface are called extrusive landform. Examples of landforms are volcanic plateaus, volcanic mountains, and volcanic plains. First one, volcanic plateaus. These are derived from lava which flows from volcanic eruptions. The plateau of peninsular India, especially the northwestern Deccan, is an example of lava plateau. South African plateau, Colombian plateau, and Ethiopian plateau are the examples of volcanic plateaus. Next one, volcanic mountains. These mountains are built from material ejected from the fissures in the Earth's crust. Volcanic mountains are the most diverse because there are great differences in volcanic eruptions as well as the materials they throw up. Volcanic mountain Mauna Loa in Hawaii rise 9 km from the ocean floor. Students, volcanic mountains are common in the circum-Pacific belt. Do you know the reason? Yes, because over 80% of the total number of active volcanoes are concentrated in this region. Mount Fuji, Mount Mayon, Mount Merapi, Mount Cotopaxi are the examples of volcanic mountains. Next one, volcanic plains. These plains are vast and smooth, formed by extensive volcanic flooding from volcanic centers. The Western Victorian Plains in Victoria, Australia are the finest examples of volcanic plains. These plains were formed by volcanoes over the last 6 million years. Over 400 volcanic sites have been found in this region. Next one, Caldera Lake. During repeated eruptions, the summit of a volcano may be blown up. In its place, a large depression formed on the surface of the earth when the magma chamber cannot emit sufficient magma, resulting in the collapse of the cone either fully or partially. This depression eventually gets filled with water and forms a lake. Got it? For example, Crater Lake in the USA is a caldera lake. It is about 10 km wide and is the deepest lake in the USA. Next one is hot springs. The movement of magma in the interior of the earth heats up underground water particularly around magma chambers. When water turns into steam, it gushes up to the surface. Hot springs, also known as thermal springs, it contains many dissolved minerals. Since hot springs are a rich source of sulfur, they are considered good for health, especially for curing certain skin diseases. Sulfur hot springs at Manikaran in Kulu Valley of Himachal Pradesh are a great tourist attraction. Next one, geysers. A geyser is a fountain of hot water and steam that escapes when underground water comes into contact with hot volcanic rocks. During an eruption, its water temperature at the vent has been measured at 95.6 degrees Celsius. For example, the Old Faithful Geyser in Yellowstone National Park in Wyoming, the USA. Some other constructive effects of volcanoes are: first one, the lava and ash deposited during an eruption breaks down to provide valuable nutrients for the soil and thus create fertile soil, which is good for agriculture. Next constructive effect is the places that have high level of heat during the volcanic activity inside the earth have higher potential for generating geothermal energy. Next one, the dramatic scenery created by volcanic eruptions attracts tourists. This brings in income to the area. Now we can learn about the destructive effects of volcanoes. First one, when the volcanoes erupt, they destroy life and property. The hot magma, together with ash and dust, destroy not only human beings but also animals as well as plant life. Second one, agricultural fields are covered with layers of volcanic ash and dust, making them unsuitable for cultivation. Next destructive effect is huge clouds are formed after the eruption of volcanoes, causing heavy rains which result in flooding and landslides. Next destructive effect is volcanoes also emit poisonous gases which pollute the environment and cause health problems. Next one, explosive volcanoes in ocean islands are followed by high tsunami waves. They flood the area and destroy property, people, animals and crops. Students, these are some of the destructive effects of volcanoes. Now let us learn about important volcanic zones of the world. First one, Circum-Pacific Belt. The volcanoes occur near earthquake belts around the Young Fault Mountains. Students, we already know that the Circum-Pacific Belt is also called the Pacific Ring of Fire because over 80% of the total number of active volcanoes are concentrated in this region, right? Among these are included 40 active volcanoes in Andes, over 100 in the Philippines, 70 in Indonesia and 40 in Japan. Next important volcanic zone is Midwest Mountain Belt. The famous active volcanoes are located in the Midwest Mountain Belt are Mount Vesuvius, Mount Etna and Mount Stromboli. Students, do you know the only active volcano in India? Yes, it is in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. It is also located in this belt. The Hawaiian Islands, Canary Islands, Mount Kenya are all in the Midwest mountain belt. This lesson is over. Read the taken portion very well and prepare for